Columbus, Ohio. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside, it's Jackson. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Slithers into space. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll give to Frazier. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to...
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeye. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Snags it over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be... He lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on. He's looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The corners are walked up tight. Throw it, say it. Trying to bull his way in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. There's some room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's grabbed, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. This time he's got his man. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Got the back over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Under fire. And he never had a chance. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their
Here's a little room there. Bust through behind his pad. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it. At the 20, he's got space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
So now it's second and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
To the air, it's Stockton. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Run in the red zone, it's Phillips. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Now improvising. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Georgia! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Say it. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss, but on offense...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spitting. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Play fake, say it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games, but you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And he'll run across the sideline. To the good gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Throw it, say it. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to...
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, then he can run the football and get a positive game.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. There he goes. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes! The Buckeyes with an answer.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Here's Sayin to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. He wants to change this route. Running inside, it's Phillips. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
He'll throw it. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ohio State calls its second timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The encroachment.